Did you know that your nails can give you clues about your overall health? A little bit of white here, a rosy tinge there, a few bumps. It could all mean that your body has a certain type of disease. So we are joined by Narita today, who is going to talk to us about the overall health of our nails. Narita, welcome.
Hi Maria, how are you?
Very well, thank you. So today we're going to talk about nails. The first thing I want to find out is, just by looking at your nails, how would you know that your nails are healthy or unhealthy?
A healthy nail plate is smooth, it's free from grooves and ridges, and it's pink in color. So that's what we look for.
So now let's talk about some of the infections or some of the problems that one could have with an unhealthy nail.
Our very common and main problem that we see on a nail plate is a nail fungi.
Yes.
So with a nail fungi, basically you have discoloration on the nail. It tends to basically turn a bit yellow or green. With the discoloration on the nail, you often see that it is invaded by an organism that invades a unhealthy nail plate. So any opening on the nails, any cuts or abrasions, you will find that this will basically affect it. Immune systems are very low at that point. So bacteria seeps into it and you find that you basically have a nail plate that is showing any signs of infections. Our most common is a nail fungi that we see in the beauty industry.
All right, so let's now talk about recognizing. Give me some of the characteristics just so that there's some early detection.
When you recognize the nail fungi on the nail plate, you basically see a yellow or green substance on the nail. It's thickening of the nail plate as well. And lots of spots, so lots of different colored spots. You could find that it will start off with one nail and then basically seep onto the rest of the nails if not treated earlier.
So how would one then now get a fungal infection?
Many causes of fungal infections. The main is a perfect habitat for a fungal infection is wet and moist conditions. We have a few common examples. Firstly, you look at your communal gyms. This is something that is very common. We often see this on your feet, especially if the area is not filled with moisture. Second is we basically see if there's any artificial nails. So a prolonged amount of artificial nails on the nail plate. Generally, we look at a time of between 2 to 3 weeks if nails are not being filled properly, or alternatively if they are not soaked off. Okay, we've noticed this with a lower immune system and a lower blood supply to the nails. And a lot of the times we notice this on athletes. So if you're basically in shoes that are quite tight with no ventilation, you will notice that moisture creeps in, and that is where the entire fungal infection takes place.
So now we realized we have a fungal infection, there's a problem on our nail. What are some of the treatments available?
The first way to diagnose this is to definitely go into a medical practitioner, let him have a look at it. They will basically advise if this is a fungal infection and how bad it has deteriorated. There's over-the-counter pills, oral pills, as well as products that you could use over the nail plate that will help within 2 to 3 weeks of getting rid of the infection, depending on the severity. In store, what we often do is we basically have a test of hydrogen peroxide. Should this bubble on the nail plate, there is signs of infection, and we basically refer you to a health practitioner. So majority of the time, there's over-the-counter products that will assist with this, depending on how bad the infections are.
So I'm going to have to ask this question. Are manicures and pedicures healthy for your nails?
They are definitely a healthy option for the nail plate. However, you would need to, the maintenance of this is very important. Going into a store that has proper hygiene sanitations of disinfecting the equipment using, sterilizing all equipment, that is basically the most important thing. Second is, maintenance of your artificial nails. Our common aspect is what we see, prolonged usages of artificial nails, not filling them within a 2-week period. This will basically result in a nail infection, especially knowing that you do not know what's brewing underneath that nail plate. It is always good to maintain a healthy nail plate, and manicures definitely do so by pushing back your cuticles, maintaining the healthy look of your cuticles with cuticle oil, definitely using a proper hand cream to moisturize that area. And I would say once this routine is done properly in a salon, you shouldn't have any issues, but the main issues are definitely not maintaining after a set of artificial nails.
So as a subject matter expert when it comes to nails, what is the one bit of advice that you can give our viewers today?
My advice is, definitely go to a salon that is quite reputable, a salon that has very strong hygiene procedures and methods. Visit a salon that is strong in the sense of sanitizing all equipment in front of you and maintaining a healthy nail plate by regular treatments, but also working with the timeline of how to have those treatments.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Maria.